Hey, 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 hey. Good evening, good evening, good evening, victorious ones. It's your coach Monica, y'all. Happy Friday Eve. Happy Friday Eve. Today, when I tell you, not only did God blow my mind, he blowed the mind of somebody else who was connected to the blessing today. It all comes through our obedience, is the word God told me to come talk to y'all on today. God gave me the title yesterday to today's message, but he had other plans. And he told me today, I want you to tell the victorious ones about the testimony about something that happened to me today. So he said, scratch that eye, scratch that eye, scratch that eye. And I'm going to talk kind of slow on this one and I'm so spiritually high because God really did blow my mind today. So in order for me to stay on track with the story and the message, I'm going to pace myself. So if you want to really get a blessing out of this word, just take a seat, take a load off, and listen to this message. Because it's going to bless you. It's going to bless you. So on today, God told me the message, or the title to the message is, there is protection and provision through your obedience. There is protection and provision, God's protection, God's provisions through your obedience that he tells you to do. So I woke up this morning and I said, God, just help me through this day. I always talk to him just like I'm talking to y'all. I'm at work, just working at my desk, and a customer walks in. I'm not going to say her name because I prayed about it, and God said it's not about the name. It's just about you telling the testimony. So let me not ramble and keep telling y'all the story behind what happened today. And let me first pause about what I'm about to say. Yesterday, I actually was texting my coach. I have a life coach. Her name is Coach Jess, and we are actually sisters. I consider her my spiritual sister. So yesterday, she actually texted me some motivation. God led her to text me some motivation through me being led to text her. And that was actually something she texted me. Monica, when you're living for God and you're doing his will, his protection and his provision is always going to be okay, going to cover you. Basically what she said. So I'm standing at the desk at work, working early this morning, and a customer walks in. She said, and I'm just looking at her. She says, I know you from somewhere. And I just looked, and she said, victorious ones. And I still just looked at her. I said, hey, how you doing? What's your name? I said, because I'm not familiar. And she said, and I actually tried to inbox you to sew into you, but you never responded. For some reason, I never got an inbox, or maybe I did, overlooked it, not sure. So she said, it's okay. She said, it's in God's timing, right? She said, and I have been praying for you. So for God to send like-minded people to pray and to want to sow into me, that was a blessing in itself. And to be able to meet somebody that has been spiritually fed by me being obedient through what God has told me to do. So she gives me a hug, and I hug her, y'all. Of course, if you know me or if you've been listening to my messages, I show love. I'm going to embrace her. I love to hug. So she give me the biggest hug. And I love that, right? So she said, for some reason, I feel like there's something I'm supposed to be doing for you. I said, I'm not sure. So I said, she said, well, I'm going to give you my phone number. She said, I'm coming right back in the store anyway. So she come back in the store. She said, you know what? My car is not starting, and I don't know why. And I said, okay, yes, ma'am. She said, but I'll be right back, though. So she goes back outside, and I'm doing my job. I am the DSD coordinator where I work. I'm a pricing coordinator. I do pricing. So I'm hanging up the tags, and she said, I need you to tell me. And before she come back, let me slow down, like I said, so I can tell y'all the whole story. I don't want to miss no parts. So she leaves. And I was hanging the tags, but I was actually praying and talking to God before she even told me that she wanted to sow into me or whatnot. Anyway, I'm trying to slow down so I could tell y'all the story, because God was really God today. I was actually meditating on God where I needed help on a situation, like a bill, So not what I was worried, but I was like, God, I did everything you told me to do. I'm going to tell y'all what I told him yesterday. And I'm humbly saying this. I said, God, I tithe like you told me to. I always give him the top 10% or whatever else he tell me to do on top of my tithing. So I said, God, I'm doing what you told me to do. I'm not squandering my money. I'm doing everything you telling me to do. Look, even my nails, y'all. I love to get my nails. But I've been doing better by financing my money, doing what I'm supposed to do. Not that he say we can't have fun, but he not going to give us more than we can bear. But he also is not going to give us, he's not going to bless us with more than we can take care of either. I'm talking about God's blessing. He got to trust us before, he give us the mega blessings that we asking him for. So I know that's what he been working on me with my money or my finances, going out to eat less, doing what I'm supposed to do, like directly, no room for error type stuff, right? So I said, God, I need you to help me because I don't want to overdraft my account. I know that you're not telling me to do that, right? So yesterday, I did take out a portion of the bill, right? The amount that I needed, but I didn't want to overdraft the account. So I put the money that I had and I put it in my top drawer. I put it up. And so she come back and she says, well, my car started, but I still feel like, she said, that's a sign of me telling me there's still something God need me to do for you. And I said, and I was being bold, y'all, because I'm the type that don't like to ask for help because that's just how I am. I'm just being real, transparent right here. And she said, is there something you needed help with? Mind you, I had just was over there praying and talking to God, right, y'all? And I said, yes, ma'am, there is. So I explained to her the situation. And she said, watch this. I want you to be quiet and just listen. So she calls another lady. And she says, how much is it that you said that you owed me again? And the lady tells the customer, my victorious one, the same amount that I told her that I was trying to come up with, basically, for the situation that I didn't want to overdraft. I wanted to keep the money that I had, but not overdraft my account. So it's the same exact money, y'all, that I had in my account that I didn't want to touch to overdraw to pay off a bill that I needed to pay. A very important bill, right? So not only did the lady that she called say that the same amount that it was, that's the same amount that was in my account. And so she comes and she brings me money because she had it on her. And she was like, I said, and I thank you so much for this. She said, no, I thank you because it's my blessings to be a blessing, is basically what she said to me, through my obedience of telling her, So it's through the protection and the provision that God gives us that we do get our blessings. So don't never think if you are blessed or led to do something for somebody, it's really, and God has told you this, be obedient and do it. Be obedient and do it. It'll come back to you. It'll come back to you. It will. I want to tell y'all that. It'll come back to it. Don't never do it to expecting it back, but it'll come back at the right time when you need it the most. It'll come back. Yep. So God told me, don't be ashamed. Come on here and tell y'all about this blessing I got today. His provisions and his protections are real through our obedience. And I'm saying through our obedience because we can look at other people who live for God. I'm about to be real with y'all right now. Not getting on to you, but be real. You be like, how are they so blessed? How are they getting all these blessings? And why God not blessing me? Have you been obedient unto how God has told you how to even handle your finances? Or if he told you to give to a certain organization, whatever it is, and you may have to sacrifice getting them nails done. You might have to sacrifice not having that hair done. I'm just saying. Just the other day, I put me some press-ons because I wanted cute nails, and God said, that's fine. You could do that, but you're not going to get that $60, $70 set when you need to keep a nest egg for yourself and also be because like with school even coming back up soon, y'all. Start school shopping for my boys. They're getting bigger and older and taller, So you can't play around with it when you're really looking to level up financially. It's probably the area what I'm talking about in for the kingdom of God or living for God. Giving him his 10%. And then from there you have to take care of what he give us, not squandering it off. And I'm not perfect. I'm not sitting here trying to make y'all feel bad. I just had to say that because that's what God led me to say. And this is the scripture he gave me because I always want to give y'all a scripture to read on too. Proverbs chapter 3. And then y'all may have be familiar with this one. This is a very popular scripture. Proverbs chapter 3. I'm reading out of the New Living Translation Bible. It says, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding. Meaning for me, I had to still do what God needed me to do with my first fruits, which I always do, right? And not get in my head like, God, you ain't gonna be having me in lack. Well, why would you have me tithe and I'm being like, no. God was testing me not to have that lack mentality. Because he not gonna let us lack. He gonna give us what we need. And then he will provide the overflow through us passing the tests and the trials. I said what I said. He gives the overflow and increase. God do. In a godly way, when you do what you're supposed to do. Think about it. Us as a parent, our grandparent, auntie, whoever you are to a young child. We're not just going to give them allowance and stuff if they're not being consistent with cleaning their room. With keeping their grades up. I'm not trying to judge. It's not a good mama and daddy if we were to do that because we're not teaching them to trust. The rest of the scripture says, seek his will in all you do, including our money, because it's his anyway. He provided us with the health to be able to go work on these jobs. And he will show you which path to take. And it's crazy how it all happened. The puzzle pieces just came together for me today. It came together, y'all. Like a big puzzle piece. Click. Man walk in, look at me, recognize me through me using my gifts and talents. And I was excited just to meet her. And y'all, to be honest, I was trying to not push her off, but I was like, we'll talk later. Just give me your phone number. I don't want, She was like, no. She was bold. She was like, no. I need to talk to you right now. Because this is what God told me to do. I said, yes, ma'am. We even prayed today together at work. And I appreciated her prayers because she even helped me in another situation. Not money-wise, but something me and her were talking about. And she was like, okay, yeah, we could just pray, Yeah. So y'all continue to have a good attitude and have good gratitude. Be grateful of the things that God has given you. Be grateful. Be grateful. No matter what it is. That's even like with the Jeep that I drive now. I know y'all have heard the testimony behind that now, but for the new victorious ones, I was driving a van. Make a long story short, I get in the cab. Well, I get up, write out my vision, make it plain, Habakkuk 2 and 2. Get in the taxi, because I still was going to church, serving church, doing what I was supposed to do for God. Point to the car dealership. Boys, we going to have us something nice like that one day. Get called to the altar, get prayed for. My pastor didn't know about me writing down that and pointing at the car dealership. He does a collection for me and my babies to get a new vehicle. Not only did I get that collection, I also got the title and a vehicle that I'm driving in now. So I get to touch my blessings. Those are my reminders every day that, Monica, I am with you. And he gonna give you those same promises, but it's through your obedience. And yes, y'all, it's testing time. Think about it. Right now, I'm the one giving y'all the information, the one he's chosen, and whomever else to give you the information. I'm the teacher, right? So he hold me very high accountable, right? I'm going to say that too. So as me being the teacher, giving y'all the information, and I have to use it to be able to tell y'all that it worked first. So I'm like the dummy, the test dummy. Not saying I'm a dummy, but I'm a test dummy. He like, I'm going to tell you, make you do it first so that you can tell them, right? Right? Fact proven, right? So for you to know the knowledge and not use it, come on. It's up to you, king or queen. You can't look around at nobody else at their paper and get the answer. The answer on your paper. And this your paper right here. The answer right here. And I'm giving you and I'm reading the information to you. And I'm the cheat sheet because I'm just telling y'all what's happening behind the scenes, even with my life, regardless in my flesh or not. If I don't want to come up here because I want to let shame stop me. God said, girl, whatever. You better tell your testimony and your blessings because that's what the purpose of your life is through your life coaching business. And he manifests this stuff through me doing the work behind the scenes, y'all. So I'm not going to be ashamed to talk about it because I need y'all to know how real he is. How real he can transform your life too, through your obedience. And he tells you all the time what it is you need to work on. It's not on me to sit here and tell you. There's something in your life that God keep bringing up, whether it's something I'm saying resonate with you right now or in past videos, your personal pastor, a friend. It's something that he is touching your heartstrings at right now, saying, look, now, I keep giving you the warning before destruction. And I'm not talking like, yeah, I'm going to say I ain't going to sugar. I'm telling you the warning before destruction. And the warning is to help you get a bigger blessing. Hello. He give you all the answers. Us, all the answers. All the tools. All the knowledge. For you to study it is to consistency. Listen to this information I'm giving y'all, right? That's your study, right? To write it down, get your notebook out, jot down the information. That's the only way you're going to grow. Some people can't go to class and just watch, right? And maybe that's you. That's fine. We all learn differently. But you still got to take the test. And that's the action of our life. So when that test come to you, what you going to do? Barbecue or mildew? If God leads you, if there's somebody maybe less fortunate and he leads you, I'm just about to be real with you. Your last $10 or $20 is in your purse. But you headed to Mickey D's to go get you something to eat. Mind you, this your last money, but you got food at the house because he ain't going to have you without. But you see somebody less fortunate and God pulled on your heartstring to take out the whole amount, the whole $10 or $20. I ain't talking about half of it because you got food at the house. He just put you in position to bless somebody else. Are you going to be greedy and not do what God tell you to do? Because that ain't in your mind or in your head. God telling you to do that. Pass the test. So that the overflow can come. Pass it. It's a temporary not have. Because then when the overflow come, what it do? It flow all over the place. God gives the increase. It's what he want me to just say to y'all. God gives the increase. And I'm talking about God. We know there's deception out there. But look on God's way of blessing us. We know right from wrong. We know when it's of God. Especially if you under this word and you listening. That's why he give us intuition for a reason. I hope this really bless whoever watching this. Because the purpose behind the victorious ones that God told me that it is to be transparent with y'all. Use the tests and trials I have endured, and y'all see that I'm still going through, but I'm not letting the tests and trials stop me for the purposes over my life to help y'all. Yeah. Yep. So I really hope that it helped y'all, it touched y'all, and gave y'all some, not only inspiration, but gonna put some action behind the steps. And know if you're watching this, God is gonna hold you accountable. Yeah. But it's not a bad accountable, y'all. We be asking for new levels in life. Like, God, yeah, I'm about to get in new levels. I'm about to get this 6 figure. But how we going to get to the 6 figures if we can't take care of the $6 that's in our purse? When God tell us you need to give that to sow that into somebody else less fortunate. Not judging them either. You can't be like, I don't want to get that to them because they look like they do this, that, and the third. And I know they do that. That ain't what God told you to do. We have to get that flesh out the way when God say do it. Think about it. If one of our kids disrespected us, that's like one of our kids sucking their teeth at us. And we hear it. What you gonna do? Just, okay. No, you're not. You gonna check them. So what you think our ultimate daddy do when we ultimately sucking our teeth when he's telling us to do something? When we seeking him first and we asking him to help us in the area, and we like, God, we just know a blessing coming, and I know you gonna bless me. We be singing and be glorifying him, which is okay. But then when that spiritually high is gone, it is never gone, but y'all get what I'm saying. You in the motions and good feelings, and then life start becoming life. And he start really putting them tests and trials on you. What you gonna do? You got to be able to listen to stuff like that I'm teaching y'all. And take it to use. Because he gonna start testing you. And I know this to be true. Because anytime I sat under a good word at church and I'm like, okay, God, yeah, that's real good. Yeah. What started happening? Tests and trials. And I had to either decide to pass the test or go backwards. And there have been times in my past life that I started going back and things just got darker and darker and darker and darker and darker because I was playing with God at that time. But then when I said, man, I'm tired of this getting dark because I'm going to church, not doing right. I'm learning the knowledge and I'm not doing right. God, like, you're playing with me now, daughter. So since you're going to play with me, I'm going to take you through some things. But you know how to get out of them, right? Yes. So he get me out. I submit. I surrender. And I stop playing with him. And then as I have stopped playing with God and really have lived for him, he has done nothing, and I'm not going to cry right now, time and time again, blown my mind. Time and time again, blown my mind. And it's only been, in this season, me and God raising these boys, my young men. Me and God. I haven't settled for no unequally yoked relationships when it's easy to do that, y'all. Just for somebody to have money to help you. God said, I'm going to be your help. You don't got to seek nobody but me. I'm going to take care of you, Monica, because you live for me. And you don't have to prove yourself to nobody. Meaning, like, I'm on here telling y'all the truth about what happened today. But there's other stuff he do behind the scenes to help and make sure me and my kids are taken care of. I don't have to be like, man, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't have to worry about it. Because God be God and he be showing out. When I don't complain to other people, I sit down and I talk to him about it. You don't have to go around talking about, man, my light bill done got super high. Oh, my rent done went up. Oh, man, these food. Stop doing that. You speaking death into a situation where God has all the life to fix it for you. And sometimes that's generational. We be thinking that's normal because that's what we may have been accustomed to hearing. People complaining about their situations in life. Start today. Start today. Let that be something new for you. Your action step. You don't have to post about your light bill going up, your water bill being high, this going up. We already know right now in this world that we live in, things are changing price-wise, right? And I seen a board that seen this at a church when I was riding by. Yes, the prices of things are increasing, but what about the praise of his people? The prices in this world are increasing, right? But he leaning on your praise. I'm just saying. And it may look funny to other people. So what? The other people don't know what God done told you to do. And they may do. Because they may be sitting in with you with a pastor preaching on the praise or been under some leadership that's talking about the praise. And they may still just be looking. But God done convicted your heart and told you through your praise, you're going to get your breakthrough. Why would you sit there and let that stop your breakthrough? And you could be in a very dark season. Not me. The devil's a lie. And even you can be lying to yourself. It ain't always the devil. You lie to yourself trying to convince other people. It ain't about other people. Hello. It's about you and your personal relationship with God. Because think about it. These people going to be gone living their life. You going back to you and God. When God told you to go do something, glorify God. Glorify your Father. Daddy. And allow God to blow your mind. Because I call victory over y'all life. Each and every one of y'all that's on this live today, I call victory over your life. I claim it. And I pray for you that it come for you too. But it's going to be through your obedience of what God has told you to do. Through either your surrenderance or maybe something else he done pulled at you to do. I done came up here and been transparent and tell y'all the things Coach Monica has had to do, surrender and fix, in order to receive blessings from God. So this ain't fake. Because y'all can sometimes be like, young people just talking. No. I'm not people. I'm not people. Nah. This real life for me. This real life. And I decided to live my life fully for him. and living fully for him, it comes with tests and trials, but I see why. So show yourself approved. I'm approved. I said it. Today at work, I said this, y'all. God forgive me, but I get this from my coach, Latoya. She said, but it made me happy today. I said, devil, I heard you been looking for me. Here I am. Here she go. Here she go. He don't like me and I know it, but it's fine because I live for who? The Most High. God ain't gonna let nothing happen to me. I said it. He ain't gonna let nothing happen to you either. Yep. His provision and his protection prevails. Devil. He mad at me for so? Because look at God. Look at God. That's all I can say right now. That's the end of the video, y'all. Look at him. He show up and he show out. So do what you're supposed to do, king or queen, victorious one. So he can show up, continue to show up and show out in your life too. Y'all continue to have a blessed Friday Eve. I'm going to take some time and spend time with the boys today. I think I'm going to cut off all social media. I'm really going to be intentional about turning this phone off for the rest of the night and spend time with my boys. Like, yeah, my young men, y'all. So I'm going to spend time with them. Thank y'all for taking time out to sow in time. This right here is sowing into God too. We sow our tithing. That's 3 things I learned. And ever since I've been doing that, God just be God. When I sold my 10% in my tithing, 10% in my talent, and 10% of my time into God. We spend that time on other things that is not nearly as important. But it's through our obedience and consistency that allows God to be like, okay, daughter, I can trust you in that area now. Check. Because your track record shows yourself approved. You're not just doing it to be like, God, I'm just doing this for this little bit to see what you about to do. You said when I tithe, what did you do? Don't wait on the blessing. Just do what you're supposed to do. And then when it happens, you'll be like, man, it was hard. But I came out bigger, better, more encouraged. The devil tried it, but God was with me. God was with you, and he with you now. Y'all can tell I'm in a good space right now. I am, and I'm going to stay there because tomorrow Friday. I'm going to get through that. You going to get through that. You'll get it through. We get through this stuff. It ain't forever. What happens after that rain? That rainbow come up. So y'all be encouraged on the night. Let me get on off here. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, please subscribe. I always put my lives on there. So if y'all ever miss a live, you're welcome to go on there. And it'd be maybe easier to find a video on there. And sometimes I may even drop some videos on my YouTube that may not be on my Facebook. So just subscribe, like, stay in the group, stay connected. And just know that I do love y'all. I do love y'all. Y'all be encouraged. Have a blessed Friday Eve. I love y'all.